The Fit to Box pound for pound title match between the challenger from Fly, the SUPERLACE 2, and the current champion from Hit and Move, the SUVARI. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box I bring you all things boxing equipment. Today is a title match between the Fly SUPERLACE 2 and the Hit and Move SUVARI horsehair padded boxing gloves. These are the champions, these are the challengers, so let's get straight on with round one. Round one, brand. The challengers brand, Fly, with that Icarus logo, really high profile, especially here in the UK, has been featured in many prominent big fights over the years, and since they've come out they have really took the boxing glove world by storm. I absolutely love Fly, as people know, not just because they're British but because of the quality of what they do. I really do love Fly and I love the brand, whether it's on gloves, head guards or clothing. I think it's a fantastic brand. When it comes to Hit and Move, these are a very innovative new brand that are coming out with new designs. They're always thinking. The owner Oz is constantly trying to improve all of the gear that they've got, and you can tell that he is a boxer because he's constantly testing his gear to improve it, and I can't actually keep up with the amount of improvements that this company is making. This company has come a hell of a long way in such a short space of time, but when it comes to brand, I am going to give this 10 points to Fly and 9 points to Hit and Move. Round 2, wrist. As you can see with Fly's wrist, the laces track along that stitch line, that cross stitch, okay, and many brands have copied that cross stitch since Fly started to do it. I absolutely love the wrist on these. They are quite soft in the wrist, both at the front and also the rear, and on the SUPERLACE 2 they have said that that line there is a little higher than the previous version, although I think it is very, very similar, as you can see, compared to those Lightning, so I don't think there's much of a difference when it comes to that line. I do, however, really love that wrist on Fly gloves. And the Hit and Move wrist is a stiffer wrist but a smaller wrist. As you can see there, it's a slim line glove, and then you've got some stiff padding at the rear, stiff padding at the front, both there and there. It's a great balanced glove with the Fly. The balance is also good, and then as you can see, that's how you would track the laces when it comes to the actual laces going around the rear. And then when it comes to the scoring on this, I am going to give it 10 points for Fly and 9 points for the Hit and Move. I just prefer the softness of that wrist around my arm. Round 3, thumb. The Fly's thumb, as you can see, they have changed the thumb on these gloves from the previous model, which I shall put up on there, so you can see there is a difference when it comes to the shape of that thumb. I think that the new thumb is more comfortable than the old thumb, but I actually preferred the way the old thumb looked. When it comes to that change in thumb, what they've done, they've extended the end a little bit and made the end a little bit more protective, so there is an improvement at the end of that thumb. When it comes to the thumbs on the Hit and Move, as you can see, really well tucked in. You've got that leather attachment, and I really do like the protection that is on the thumbs of the Hit and Move. So round number 3, thumb, and I am going 10 points to the Hit and Move and 9 points to the Fly. Round 4, face. With Fly, one thing I love about Fly is the fact that you can open up your hands very, very easy to catch shots with the face of the glove. The grip bar on there is a very thin grip bar. On the Hit and Move, it's a little bit more difficult to open the hand. As you can see, you can get a little bit further with this one. Obviously, the more you use this one, the easier that one will get as well. but initially, if you can just see that, I do think that the thicker grip bar on the hit and move, I think, is better when it comes to having that fist, especially when you've got hand wraps on. And so I am going to go 10 points to the hit and move and 9 points to the fly. Round number 5, knuckle. The knuckle and the shape of the knuckle on this glove has been improved on the SUPERLACE 2. As I'll show you, you've got more of a knuckle shape in that fist area. If I show you on this one, you'll see that it was a little bit more knuckly, as in sort of more like that. The new glove is more like that. So I'll show you that once again. Okay, so I do think they have improved the angle, the curvature of that knuckle on the SUPERLACE 2. When it comes to the hit and move with that horsehair padding, which is just in that sort of pocket there. It's got some padding at the rear to stop it going at the rear of the fist, but as you can see, a really great fist position with these gloves. These are fantastic on the bags. And so for this round, round 5, knuckle, I am going to go 10 points to hit and move, 9 points to the fly. Round 6, stitching. The fly is beautifully made in England, as this is the leather version, not the synthetic version, and the stitching on these gloves is fantastic, really high level. Also, the leather they've used on here is tremendous as well. Really boutique when it comes to the style and the quality that you're getting from Fly. Really do take their care when it comes to the stitching. Hit and Move is my best made in Pakistan gloves, and as you know, many gloves, the vast majority of gloves are made in Pakistan, and their manufacturer, in my opinion, has done the best job. And if you look again, the stitching on both of these gloves is fantastic. But I am going to have to pick a 10-9, and that 10-9 goes as follows: 10 points to the fly and 9 points to hit and move. Round 7, quality and durability. The beautiful leather that they've used on the fly, the fantastic stitching, the quality lining, absolutely superb. Very soft gloves, yes, but really great quality with the materials that they've used. When it comes to the hit and move, you have got horsehair in there, although it's not like a normal horsehair glove where there's that much room at the rear that can move and then it becomes thin on the knuckle. It is in almost like a pocket that is in the knuckle area. Yes, it will flatten down because it's horsehair, but there is more to this glove than, say, a horsehair fight glove. Now, in my opinion, the horsehair might flatten down, but the quality of the Turkish leather and the stitching, and also they also have got a fantastic lining on the hit and move. And for that reason, in this round, and I don't like to do this, but I can't split them, it is a 10-10. Yeah. Round 8, comfort. I have always said about the comfort of Fly gloves, not only in the fist position, the punching position, but also in the catching position as well. For me, I've got long arms, and that has got quite a long wrist, which means it's really reassuring for me around the wrist because it really does reach my forearm. When it comes to the thumb is very, very comfortable. The finger pads and behind the fingernails, very, very comfortable. There is no areas of discomfort with Fly gloves, and that is why they rate so highly and have done for many years. When it comes to the hit and move, this is a really sleek glove, which I really do like, and I really was impressed with how sleek this glove is and how comfortable it is as well. The thumb, very, very comfortable. Again, with that wrist, because it's a bit firmer, it is a reassuring wrist. On the finger pads, no problems at all. No rubbing at the back of the fingernails either. The only thing I would say is right at the fingertips I can feel a little bit of movement in what feels like a little bit of, like, not lining, but almost like a little piece of leather. Are they uncomfortable? No, but when it comes to a head-to-head like this, I am going to go 10 points to Fly and 9 points to the SUVARI. Round 9, style. with fly. Beautiful style on these SUPERLACE 2. Very, very understated. I like the fact that they've gone with the Icarus logo, but of course it's just the outline of the Icarus man there, and on these they haven't got fly. They are just classic in the colours that they've already bought out, and I think that there'll be lots more colours to come. When it comes to hit and move, obviously hit and move, again, very sort of minimalist when it comes to their logos. They're not like a super flash glove, like in your face, like a rival glove. They are very sort of sedate in the styling. But I have to say, when it comes to what I prefer, I'm going to go for 10 points to the fly and 9 points to the hit and move. Round 10, protection. The Challenger is a soft glove. Soft in the wrist, soft in the thumb, soft in the knuckle. That's where the comfort comes from with this glove. When it comes to protection though, obviously you've got stiffer protection on the front against those sort of elbows or clashing of arms that you get in sparring sometimes. Also more protection on the rear of that wrist. When it comes to sparring, obviously a horsehair glove is less protective than a normal foam, but I am going to say when it comes to these gloves and on protection, I do feel that the scoring is as follows, and that is 10 points to the hit and move, 9 points to the fly. Round 11, performance. Okay, so performance on these is a very interesting round, and that is because I prefer these for sparring and I prefer these on the bag. So it is wafer thin, it is super tight, and I think the only thing that has really swung it for the winning glove is the improvement in the knuckle, and that means that this is a 10-9 round to the fly. Round 12, value for money. These gloves are $485 US or 385 English pounds, and they are worth every single penny. I love the fly gloves with the quality, what they feel like when you're using them. Absolutely superb in my opinion. But somehow Hit and Move have managed to do this glove for 198 English pounds, that's 249 US dollars, and I cannot get away from the value for money that they are offering with this glove, especially in comparison between the two of these. So this is a tight round as well, but value for money, I am going 10 points to the hit and move and 9 points to the fly. And that brings me to the result. I've gone through 12 rounds, going over all the different aspects of both of these gloves, and now it's time for the decision. And the decision is as follows: 115 to 114, and new Fit to Box champion, the Fit to Box pound for pound best glove in the world, the SUPERLACE 2. Really close, 115 to 114. Superb. Both of these gloves thoroughly deserve that sort of first and second place when it comes to my lists. If you check out my website, fittoboxchannel.com, you will see all of those lists, and at the top of those glove lists, the training gloves lists, the gloves that you use for your sparring and for your bag work and all-round training, comes the Fit to Box pound for pound champion from Fly, the SUPERLACE 2. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe to Fit to Box, and I shall speak to you soon.